The west coast of New Zealand. Deep in a large tract of bush, Department of Conservation Officer John Reed is tracking down a rare Kiwi chick. The chick hasn't been seen for a couple of days, and because it's only a few weeks old, it's very vulnerable. John fears the worst. The radio transmitter attached to the chick reveals the young bird is still in the burrow. Why hasn't it been coming out to feed? Once kiwi were numerous, now they're a threatened species. So conservation workers treat every single chick as important. Today, though, another bitter disappointment. Another setback in the fight to save the kiwi.
It's almost a false sense of security. Kiwis are there next year, the next year, and then just suddenly disappear.
About 2005, 2007, they've had it.
The time has come to stop hiding the truth, stop telling lies. Let's show everybody what really happens out there.
Winning more friends for the kiwi is seen as the best way to save it. And here in Stewart Island, it seems to be working. Although this southernmost corner of New Zealand is best known for other attractions, it's also one of the few places in the country where people can take a guided trip to see kiwi in the wild. Philip Smith is the man who takes them out. His family are Ngaitahu, who've been here 8 generations. Philip realized he had a tourist attraction right under his nose.
In the area that we go to, you know, I've known there's been kiwis there all my life that I've lived here. And you know, when they wanted to go, I'd just take them across there and show them a kiwi. And it just slowly sort of snowballed from there. For a start, when we first started going, you could see the look of almost disbelief in people that, you know, is this bloke for real sort of thing, you know, going across right on dark in a fishing boat, walking a bush track to an open beach with the possibilities of seeing kiwi, you know, something that people had never ever heard of before.
Philip takes his boat out only every second night, in consideration of the kiwi.
If I could just have your attention for a minute, I'm just going to mention 1 or 2 things about the kiwi trip before we leave the boat. The kiwi that we're looking for tonight is a Stewart Island brown kiwi, and that's the only species of kiwi on Stewart Island. When we do the kiwi trips, we have to be very careful with 2 things. The first thing is noise. The birds are very sensitive to voices. So when we're viewing a kiwi, please, no voices. Once we move away from the birds, if you have any questions you would like to ask, I give you an opportunity out of, you know, speaking distance of the bird, because it has, you know, it has quite an effect on them. The second thing is they don't like a bright light directly on them. So when we're viewing the kiwi on the beach, we don't put the spot of our light directly on the kiwi. It's usually on the ground in front of it or just behind it.
Philip acts as guardian, guide, and educator.
These little crustaceans, they're called amphipods. And this is what the kiwi come out to eat.
This ready food supply helps keep the Stewart Island kiwi in good health. It's the only species that seems to be thriving. You can literally put your money on seeing a kiwi here, and it's a memorable experience. The Stewart Island kiwi is the only variety that feeds on the beach. Most kiwi stay in the bush. And unlike others, it often lives in groups. The Stewart Island bird is large, healthy, and bold. It's the only kiwi not endangered, largely because it lives on an island relatively free of stoats, ferrets, and dogs. It also tolerates sightseers, which is very helpful in the battle to win friends and influence people. People get quite passionate about the kiwi once they've seen it up close.